Hello, my most amazing kindergarten artists. Today we're going to be finishing our tissue paper project, and we are going to turn this into something totally different. So we're going to be drawing a portrait on this. You're going to draw your self-portrait, which means, well, does anybody know what a self-portrait is? A self-portrait is a picture of your own face. So we're going to learn how to draw faces. So the first thing that you need to do, and this is going to sound weird, is you need to pull all your tissue paper off your paper. Be careful not to tear your white paper, but you're going to take your tissue paper and pull it off of your white paper. Some of them might seem stuck like they're glued, but they should peel off. And you're just going to wad this up. You're going to throw these away. You will notice something about your paper as you take the tissue paper off. What do you notice about your paper or my paper right now? Some of the color is on the background of the paper, which is pretty awesome. So now you are going to take your tissue paper and go throw it away. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab this tool. It is a ruler. Rulers are used for drawing straight lines and measuring things. So today we are going to use this ruler for drawing a straight line. We're going to draw a frame around our paper so that we can have a nice little frame around our portrait. So when your parents take a picture of you, they put it in a frame a lot of times. So what you're going to do is you are going to move your ruler up to the top of the paper, but not all the way off the paper. You should be using a messy mat under your paper so that Sharpie does not get onto your table. We don't want Sharpie on the table. And if you notice, I have a little bitty space, about like that, just a little bitty. A little space right there. And my ruler is straight. You want the edge of your ruler to be parallel, which means the same line as the edge of your paper. So is that straight? Is my ruler straight with the edge of my paper? It's not lined up. Is that lined up? No, because this is bigger than this side. So when you line your ruler up straight, and remember we just want a little space. We don't want a big old space right here. That's too big. Then we won't have room for our picture. When we line our ruler up, we want it to be the same on both sides. So we want about the same amount of paper showing here as over here. And then you're going to take your Sharpie and hold it up against the ruler. If you don't hold it up against the ruler, you might draw lines over here that aren't straight. So hold it up against the ruler and draw your line. And now I have a straight line going all the way across. And I'm going to do that on all four sides to create a border. Okay? So let me move my paper. And now let's see. I want my border to be about the same thickness. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, this, if I put my fingers up here, are about 2 fingers thick. Maybe 1.5. Okay, 1 and a little bit of space. So if I put my fingers here, I want this one to be about 2 fingers thick. Okay, and again, if I draw this line, is that straight? No. I want my ruler to be straight on the edge of my paper, and then I need to put my Sharpie up against that ruler and draw the line so it is straight. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. Should I draw my line here? No, that's too big. What about like this? Should I draw my line like this? No, that's not straight. So I want a thin, straight border. So I'm lining it up. I'm moving it with my fingers, and I'm looking with my eyes, and I'm lining it up. And I'm going to press my Sharpie against my ruler and draw my straight line on my paper. And I have one more to draw because we want a frame on our paper. So that is pretty good. Okay, and there is my border. So your paper should have a frame around it, just like this, a thin frame, and you should have a rectangle right here in the middle of your paper, a pretty good size one. Now the next thing that we're going to do is you are going to draw the shape of a face. And it's kind of circular, but it's more like an oval. Okay, so the shape of my face is an oval. So we're going to draw a big oval right in the middle of that frame. So here I go with my Sharpie. Sometimes you might want to keep the lid on and just practice drawing without actually drawing. Just kind of practice. Your whole arm should be moving. I'm not just using my hand because then I can't draw a big oval. I can only draw a little oval. So I'm going to move my whole arm to draw an oval. So I'm going to start at the top, in the middle, and I'm going to go around and down, and I'm going to connect my line back to the top, and I drew an oval, which is like a face shape. So I want you to pull your tissue paper off, draw your border, and only draw the shape of your face, which is an oval, and then come back to the carpet. I'm going to give you about 8 minutes to do this. I'm going to teach you a little bit about where things go on your face. So if you look at my face, here's my chin, here's the top of my head. My eyes are right in the middle. Do y'all see that? My eyes are not way up here on my forehead. A lot of kids try to draw their eyes up at the top, up here, but that's not where they go. They go more in the middle. And my eye, if you look at the shape of my eye, and everybody's eyes are a little bit different, but if you look at the shape of my eye, it's about the shape of a football. So we're going to draw our eyes in the middle of our face, right here. I'm going to draw from the side, right here, and kind of in the middle of our head. Here's our head. We're going to draw in the middle, and then we're going to draw two, and we're going to kind of draw a football shape, like that. There's one. And a football shape. There's the other. And our eyes have an iris and a pupil, and an iris and a pupil. The pupil is all black. It's a little black circle in your eye. So if you look at my eye, or you look at your neighbor's eye, the iris is the blue part of my eye, and the pupil is the black dot. Do you see my eyelashes? You might see my eyelashes and they go off to the side. So you might have some eyelashes on yours, and everybody looks a little bit different, so it's okay if yours looks a little bit different. On your nose, when you're just looking at someone, you don't see all up in their nose. You just see kind of like the bottom of their nose, okay? So for me, the nose is right here in the middle of the eyes and the chin. So I'm going to do the bottom of my nose. And I probably won't draw much more than that. You could bring it out a little bit and bring it out a little bit. And then my mouth, you might smile and see your teeth. You might look like this. You might have your mouth open like you're going, hooray! So you need to think about what your mouth might look like when you are drawing yourself. And I think I'm just going to draw my mouth closed. So I'm going to kind of draw a smile. And that's the bottom of my bottom lip. There's my bottom lip. And then the top, my top lip kind of has almost like a little bird. And that goes down to the edges of my mouth. Okay, now for my ears. So my ears start where my eyes start. If you look, they're kind of right there together, and they end where my nose ends. So you may think that your ears look pretty long, but you want to start them where your eyes start and end them where your nose ends. So right here, I'm just going to do like a backward skinny C, and then a regular skinny C, and I'm going to do my neck and shoulders and neck and shoulders, just like that. And I'm bald. I got to put some hair on my head. So if you look, you can start seeing, oh, and I forgot my eyebrows. We all have eyebrows. So if you look, you can see your hair right here on your head. So part of the oval shape of my head is right here, and you can see my hair. So I'm going to start If you have bangs, they may come down closer to your eyes. But my hair, I don't have any bangs. My hair just kind of comes down and behind my ears and down and behind my ears and then back here. And I can make some lines that look like hair, some long, skinny lines. And that's the way my hair goes. Does my hair go like this? No, that would be so weird. That looks like cat whiskers. So your hair will kind of go along the side of your head. And the reason that we did the tissue paper last week is because we're not going to color these portraits. We are just going to have black and white portraits on the colorful picture. One other thing, if you're a boy, would your hair look like this? It wouldn't be long unless you have long hair. So if you're a boy and you have your head here, if you're a boy, your hair may kind of come down and it may kind of go behind your ears. And you could do some hair lines for bangs. But that's pretty much most boys, their hair, they have some bangs and it goes to their ears. And that's really all your hair is going to look like if you're a boy. So if you're a girl, think about if your hair is long or short. Also, if you're a girl, you might have a bow in your hair. You can kind of think about those things. Now, I could draw glasses. If you wear glasses, you could draw glasses. I have not added my eyebrows, so I might add some eyebrows. They go above my eye. I might add a little eyelid. You can decide if you want to do that. I might add my glasses. So if I look, my glasses have this little thing in the middle. Okay, and then they cover around my eyes. And I don't really see this part of my glasses. If you're just looking at me, I might see a little bit, but not much. So when I draw my glasses, I'm going to draw the middle part. And then here's my glasses. And then that part kind of goes to my ear. And that part goes to my ear. So there is my self-portrait.